Senior Secondary School, Sada Bazar, Delhi Canteen, management, principals, staff, and students. I extend a hearty welcome to you all. Today's topic of our webinar is protecting youth from industry manipulation and preventing them from tobacco and nicotine use. सिख गुरुओं और भक्तों द्वारा रचित व संकलित आदि ग्रंथ श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब की बानी में अंकित है पान सुपारी खातिया मुख पीड़िया लाइया हर हर कदे न चेत्यो जब पकड़ चलाइया जिनहर नाम हर चेत्या हृदय उरतारे दिन जब नेड़ न आवई गुर सिख गुर प्यारे। इन पंक्तियों में पान सुपारी खाने वालों को कहा गया है कि जिस दिन हमारा अंत समय आएगा उस दिन किसी विषय वस्तु ने साथ नहीं देना, केवल प्रभु सिमरन ही साथ जाएगा। Even in today's scenario, this fits very apt. Everyone who banks on such habits of smoking, drugs, etc. develop this as addiction with time. This has not left behind elderly, youth, or women even. Once, if this addiction overpowers them, they become their slaves permanently. We, as teachers, have greater role and responsibility. We help our students by facilitating them to develop holistically. So friends, along with a team of my fellow teachers who act as eminent speakers and students of our school, we begin today's webinar with an introductory speech by our mentor, our principal ma'am, Mrs. Neeta Behel. Ma'am.
मैम म्यूट पे हैं, आवाज नहीं आ रही मैम की। मैम आई थिंक यू आर ऑन म्यूट, अनम्यूट करना पड़ेगा।
Dear colleagues and students, through this webinar on protecting youth from industry manipulation and preventing them from tobacco and nicotine use, we are trying to create awareness among students, parents, and everyone around in the society. No Tobacco Day was started in 1987 by the member states of the WHO to draw global attention to the tobacco epidemic and the preventable death and diseases it causes. It is celebrated every year on 31st May. In today's webinar, we will try to impart a complete knowledge to all the audience. Thank you, ma'am. Now, our PGT science is going to introduce us with today's issue. Thank you, ma'am. Now, our TGT science is going to introduce us with today's issue.
of tobacco. Tobacco is a plant grown from its leaves, which are dry and fermented before being put in tobacco products. Tobacco contains nicotine, the ingredient that can lead to addiction. People can smoke, chew, or sniff tobacco. Even there are so many harmful chemicals which are found in tobacco, and one of the main is nicotine, carbon monoxide, tar, and there are so many toxic chemicals like benzene, arsenic, and formaldehyde. People may get confused between nicotine and tobacco, and by mistakenly they think both are the same things, but actually it is not. Nicotine is a chemical contained in tobacco leaves, and it is found in oily, colorless liquid in
ये
pure form,
काजल बच्चों
whereas
से बोलने वाले
tobacco
बच्चों को
is
भी
the
मतलब क्लास
actual
में
pure leaves of the plant Nicotina tabacum.
अगर सबको कर
They
दिया
are
अंदर
closely linked because nicotine is the main psychoactive ingredient in tobacco. Nicotine is also used in several different products, including e-liquids. E-liquids is a flavor agent which is found in electronic cigarettes, in nicotine patches, gums, and inhalers. The health risk of nicotine outside of tobacco are very minor, with no known risk of cancer, and there is only a minimum cardiovascular risk, which mainly affect on the heart and the blood vessels. Nicotine is used to help treat addiction or dependence on smoking cigarettes. Products that deliver low doses of nicotine.
यार रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही थी
As it is toxic to the body, it is addictive and can kill you. Each time if you smoke a cigarette, you are taking away 5 to 20 minutes of
यार
your life.
गुरदीप प्रभजोत मेरे
There
को
are
कहना
so
मुझे कॉल ना
many
करे रिकॉर्डिंग
immediate
चल रही थी
effects of tobacco. Our teeth getting yellow, stinking clothes, inhaling the
कट गया
smoke from combust tobacco carries significant health risks, including causing lung cancer, heart disease, COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, and even increasing the risk of many other conditions.
कॉल आ गई मेरी रिकॉर्डिंग
Smoke
चल रही थी यार
produced from tobacco
हाँ
conditions
बीच में आ
around
गया
70 cancer causing
स्क्रीन दिखती है ना
chemicals.
रिकॉर्डिंग प्रभजोत में कॉलिंग
But what are the
बीच
main
में आ गया
reasons why people prefer to smoke or chew? One of the main reason I think peer pressure. Like अगर
देखो
इसने करा है तो
जगह
मैं
फुल
भी
हो गई है
करूँगा.
बच्चे सारे नहीं आ पा रहे
Advertisement make it look attractive. Our adults, our children may get easily attracted by the advertisements. Some people think it helps with weight control, but it's a totally myth.
रिकॉर्ड नहीं करते
Some people
हेलो
think
कौन सी
it
प्रभजोत में
helps to
हाँ मेरी
reduce
ना
stress.
उसमें रिकॉर्डिंग चल रही है हाँ
Their parents can do. कि अगर उनके पेरेंट्स ने करा है, why not me?
आप नहीं ज्वाइन कर पा
So
रहे हो
every day,
आप भेजो मुझे आप वो
8,000
भेजो
people
क्योंकि यहाँ
die
पे सिर्फ 3 बच्चों की जगह
just
रह गई है
because
आप
of
भेजो मुझे
using
मैं अभी
its
करती हूँ
derivatives. There are so many organizations which come forward to fight against, like UNICEF, the United Nations Children Emergency Fund, UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, and WHO, World Health Organization. They try to prevent this murder by all the means. Thank you. Thank you, Navneet ma'am. Next on the board is Mrs. Ruchi Gautam, lecturer of home science with us, with her topic निकोटीन के मानसिक व शारीरिक प्रभाव. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Harveer, for introducing me to everyone. आप लोगों को सभी को मालूम है हम यहाँ पर क्यों इकट्ठा हुए हैं. हम आपको
आपकी जानकारी बढ़ाने के लिए इकट्ठा हुए हैं कि निकोटीन के जो है शारीरिक प्रभाव क्या है। मैं कुछ शारीरिक प्रभावों का यहाँ पर आपके
कमल
सामने
यहाँ
उल्लेख
पे
कर
सबकी
रही हूँ।
फोटो क्यों नहीं आ रही?
आजकल
इससे
किशोर
आपको
और किशोरियों में
किरण
दोनों
मैम
में
को
ही
भेजना।
सिगरेट पीना देखा जा रहा है। शुरू में मित्र मंडली के दबाव में या पिता को देखकर बच्चे एक दो कश लगा लेते हैं, जो कि धीरे धीरे आदत में परिवर्तित हो जाता है। धूम्रपान किशोरों में प्रचलित एक बहुत बुरी आदत है। वे अपने मित्रों के कहने से धूम्रपान शुरू कर देते हैं। इसके अलावा वे विषमलिंगियों मित्रों को प्रभावित करने के लिए, उनको इम्प्रेस करने के लिए भी ऐसा करते हैं। सिगरेट पीना, पान मसाला का
किरण आ सकते हैं यहाँ पे? आवाज अनक्लियर हुई है इनकी। इनकी आवाज में प्रॉब्लम आ रही है ना?
चार प्रकार के रासायनिक पदार्थ पाए जाते हैं। ये पदार्थ शरीर पर विषैला प्रभाव डालते हैं। ये टॉक्सिन्स होते हैं। सिगरेट में उपस्थित निकोटीन कई रोगों का कारण बनता है। सिगरेट में के अधिक सेवन करने से हृदय रोग या हृदय घात होता है। इसके सेवन से पेप्टिक अल्सर, और पेप्टिक अल्सर का मतलब है कि छोटी आंत, स्मॉल इंटेस्टाइन, और बड़ी आंत, लार्ज इंटेस्टाइन में घाव हो जाते हैं, और ये घाव जल्दी से भरते नहीं हैं, जिनसे लगातार खून का रिसाव होता चला जाता है, जिससे व्यक्ति कमजोर हो जाता है, अनीमिक हो जाता है, और अनीमिया के भी लक्षण उत्पन्न लिवर और लंग्स में कैंसर होने का डर होता है। धूम्रपान से खांसी, टीबी और फेफड़े का कैंसर आदि रोग होते हैं। बीड़ी के धुएं में उपस्थित निकोटीन रक्त नलिकाओं में सिकुड़न पैदा करके उन्हें पूर्णतः खराब कर देता है। निकोटीन अधिकतर पूरे शरीर, कंकाल, मांसपेशियों में वितरित हो जाता है, फैल जाता है। व्यक्ति में नशे की अन्य आदतों वाले पदार्थों द्वारा गतिविधियों में सहनशीलता विकसित हो जाती है, यानी कि पहले उन्हें कम ड्रग्स की जरूरत होती है, लेकिन निकोटीन की उपस्थिति की वजह से वे अब लोग ज्यादा ड्रग्स के आदी हो जाते हैं। फिर सिगरेट के धुएं में उपस्थित कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड रक्त में ऑक्सीजन की मात्रा को कम कर देता है। यह सांस लेने में तकलीफ का कारण बनता है। धूम्रपान से फेफड़ों के कैंसर और कई अन्य स्वास्थ्य समस्याओं के होने के बारे में लंबे समय से ज्ञात तथ्यों के बावजूद निकोटीन देश में सबसे अधिक उपयोग की जाने वाले नशे की लत वाले पदार्थों में से एक है। इसे रोका जाना बहुत जरूरी है। ये एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स इतना पैसा खर्चा करते हैं कि बच्चों को गुमराह कर रही है, जो कि बिल्कुल गलत है। आइए देखते हैं अब शारीरिक प्रभावों के बाद मानसिक प्रभाव क्या है। निकोटीन जो है वो मस्तिष्क पर भी असर करता है। लंबे समय तक सफलतापूर्वक धूम्रपान छोड़ने के लिए आपको निकोटीन की लत की प्रकृति को समझना और इससे मुक्त होने के लिए आपको क्या-क्या करना चाहिए, यह जानना आवश्यक है। आइए देखते हैं कि कैसे निकोटीन मस्तिष्क के रसायन शास्त्र को प्रभावित करता है। निकोटीन एक उत्तेजक यानी कि स्टिमुलेंट है और शामक सेडेटिव है, दोनों के रूप में काम करता है। निकोटीन के संपर्क में आने के तुरंत बाद एड्रिनल ग्रंथियों में उत्तेजना के परिणाम स्वरूप एपिनेफ्रिन हार्मोन का स्राव दिमाग के एक हिस्से में एक किक का अनुभव देता है। एड्रेनलिन की अधिकता शरीर को उत्तेजित कर देती है, जिससे अचानक ग्लूकोज रिलीज होता है। यह रक्तचाप, हृदय गति और श्वसन में वृद्धि हो भी दबा देता है, जिससे धूम्रपान करने वालों को हाइपरग्लाइसीमिक यानी कि खून में ग्लूकोज की मात्रा का बढ़ जाना, ऐसी स्थिति उत्पन्न हो जाती है। इसका एक और मानसिक प्रभाव हम ये देखते हैं कि किशोरियां ये समझती हैं कि धूम्रपान करने से वे अपने वजन को कम रख सकती हैं। ये बिल्कुल गलत धारणा है, बिल्कुल असत्य है, बल्कि ऐसा करने से किशोर तथा किशोरियों अपने स्वास्थ्य को गंभीर हानि पहुंचा लेते हैं। यदि धूम्रपान बंद भी कर दिया जाए तो भी निम्न प्रकार की दिक्कतें आती हैं, जैसे घबराहट, भूख ना लगना, नींद ना आना, निराशा या कुंठा, और अंत में गंभीर बीमारियों के परिणाम स्वरूप मानसिक विकलांगता आ जाती है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you, Ruchi Gautam ma'am. We are now well upfront with the topic and its harmful effects on us. Let's factual details from our TGT Social Science, Mrs. Maninder Kaur. Over to you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Am I audible enough? Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. It is very sad that we have to observe this day as the World No Tobacco Day. But yet, it started in 1987. And till now, we are observing this day on 31st May. But one thing, why do we need to observe one day as the World Tobacco Day? Why? Should one day be treated as No Tobacco Day? क्यों नहीं हर दिन बिना tobacco के हो सकता है? India has a huge market of tobacco users, that too youth, that is under 25 years of age. These tobacco products are very easily available at very cheap prices. The BDs, the cigarettes, the BDs are available around 10 to 12 rupees a packet. A very sad fact we have in front of us, that every year 8 million people die due to direct tobacco use and 1 million due to second-hand smoke. Those don't even know that they are inhaling smoke, they are dying. 1 million die to second-hand smoke because these 8 million people are dying every year. Now the tobacco industry targets the new generation. They want a new lot of people. They start advertising their products in the market. They target the younger, the new generation. And our aim is to protect you youth from these people, this industry, and prevent youth from the use of the tobacco. And I hope we are successful here. Now, how do these people, what tactics do these people use? They use using the direct advertising in entertainment media. You see the very famous film stars, the renowned film stars giving these advertisements. Attractive displays at children's eye level. You see the cigarette packets or these tobacco packets along with the wafers. The chips, a strip is hanging, and along with that you will find the gutka packets hanging, which catch the eye of the young children. They ask for a packet of potato chips. Along with them, they see the packet of tobaccos, and they catch the eye of that. These are near the toy shops, in the sweet shops, the sugary drinks. So product ads that imitate popular names to appeal the children and young adults. Distribution of free samples, promotional materials, all these are equally responsible for having this the use of tobacco amongst these young children. So we have some facts here. It says that In current smoke users, we have around 19% of men, 2% of women, and overall 10% users. Daily tobacco smokers about 15.2, women 1.7, and overall 8.6. 42.4 of men and 14.2% of women and 28.6 of all adults currently use tobacco, that is smoke or smokeless tobacco. But the silver lining, that is suggestion here, the fact that they are trying to uh, think of quitting at least. This is a silver lining for us that currently 55.4 current smokers are planning or thinking to quit smoking. 49.6 current smokeless tobacco users are planning of thinking to quit smokeless tobacco use. 48.8 of current smoke users are advised by healthcare providers to quit smoking. They're advised by the doctors to quit smoking. Secondhand smoke, 38.7 adults were exposed to secondhand smoke at home. That means that their parents, somebody at home, is using these products. 30.2 of adults who work indoors are exposed to secondhand smoke at their workplace. 7.4 adults are exposed to secondhand smoke at restaurants. But the government as well as the other NGOs are taking the initiative to seize this use of tobacco as much as possible. People are aware now, they have the knowledge, they have the perception, they have the attitude that it is not good for health. About this is the best part of this, that 92.4 of adults believe that smoke causes serious illness. They use smokeless tobacco. Many people still use the smokeless tobacco, but at least they have this in this mind that it is not good for health. So many acts regarding this has been come into legislation. The first regarding tobacco in India was the Cigarette of Production of Cigarette Supply and Distribution Act, that was in 1975, which mandated specific statutory health warnings on cigarette packs in 1975. The Cigarettes and Other Tobacco Products, that is Prohibition of Advertisement and Regulation of Trade and Commerce Production Supply Distribution Act 2003, that is abbreviated to POTBA, received assent from the President on 18th May 2003 and came into force on 1st May 2004. The Act extends to whole India, and it is applicable to cigarettes, cigars, bidis, gutka, pan masala, all products containing tobacco. Prohibition of sale of tobacco products is in an area within the area of 100 yards in any education institution was brought into force from December 1, 2004. So it is my request to you all, you young children, you are the future of our country. You should never get involved into all this and be sensible citizens and be good children of your parents. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
स्लाइड कैसे करूँगी?
Thank you, Mananda. That was quite a knowledge. सिगरेट का शौक है, आदत नहीं. मैं पीता हूँ,
रिकॉर्डिंग में पता नहीं इसलिए
जगा देती है
क्या करूँगी?
रात को. मैं पीता हूँ, जान सकती हूँ इसमें गुण नहीं, फिर भी पीता हूँ. लगता है इससे चिंता दूर हो जाती है, शायद इसलिए पीता हूँ. There are n number of reasons why people have this habit. Now, COVID-19 is the talk of the day. So, how can we forget it? Here we have our DTT English, Mrs. Prabjot Kaur, trying to relate this dreadful addiction with Corona. Over to you, Mrs. Prabjot Kaur.
Thank you, Harpreet ma'am. Good day to all. It's my honor to present myself for this webinar. Today, I am sharing my views about association of tobacco with COVID-19. As we all know, tobacco smoking is known for many respiratory infections. Health experts of WHO on 29th April 2020 found that smokers are more likely to develop severe diseases with COVID-19 compared to non-smokers. COVID-19 is an infectious disease that attacks lungs. Smoking impairs lung function, making it harder for the body to fight off coronavirus and other diseases. Tobacco is also a major risk factor for non-communicable diseases like cardiovascular diseases, cancer, respiratory diseases, and diabetes, which put people with these conditions at higher risk for developing severe illness when affected by COVID-19. WHO is constantly evaluating the link between tobacco use, nicotine use, and COVID-19. Observational studies found that the estimated hospitalization with COVID-19 among smokers constituted 1.4 to 18.5% of hospitalized adults. Tobacco users have a higher risk of being infected with the virus through the mouth while smoking cigarette or using other tobacco products. If smokers contract the COVID-19 virus, they face a greater risk of getting a severe infection as their lung health is already compromised. Smoking water pipes, also known as shisha or hookah, often involves the sharing of mouthpieces and tossers with others, which could facilitate the transmission of COVID-19 virus in communal and social settings. Most affected organs by COVID-19 are lungs. These organs are most affected by COVID-19 as the virus accesses host cell via the respiratory for the enzymes angiotensin converting enzyme, which is also known as ACE2, which is most abundant on the surface of alveolar cells of the lungs. That's all the knowledge I wanted to share with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabjot ma'am. As we are sure about all the pros and cons related to tobacco and nicotine, let's hear it again from our TGT Science, who will enlighten us with the prevention from this deadly addiction. Navneet ma'am.
Thank you once again, ma'am. Now, what preventions we can take? How to quit smoking? First, you give yourself a pat on the back for wanting to quit. See, quitting is not easy. Remember, nicotine is addictive. You can do it if you set your mind that you want to do it. Get support. You can ask your friends or parents if they smoke and they are not interested, then find a support from your group, online, from person to person. You can set a quick date. Mark it on a calendar and tell your friends. Throw away your cigarette and chew, and all of it. Get rid of the ashtray and lighters too. Wash your all clothes. Get rid of cigarette smell. Think about triggers. Keep yourself busy. So these are the main logically things we can do if we want to quit. After quitting, we have find some physical symptoms: headache, stomach pain, depression, lack of energy, dry mouth or sore throat, desire to pig out. And these symptoms will be passed from patient to patient. And don't sneak a smoke or a chew, or you will have to deal with the symptoms longer. We can provide the education, smoking prevention education, and it can begin during childhood and should be stressed during adolescence because it is the time when fear modeling and confusion over self-image may lead to smoking. There are providing oral stimulation, gum chewing, snacking on carrot, cereal sticks, sucking on mint and hard candy. We can keep busy ourselves in knitting and working on modeling things. But our main aim is that we have to quit. Don't give up. Reward yourself. Use that money that you have to use to buy the cigarettes to buy yourself something special. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, it's a treat time. We're going to have little video. It's a very small video depicting this addiction. Can we have it covered? Yes, friends. That is the message. Tobacco kills. No show would seem to be complete without recapitulation. So here we have Prabjot ma'am with few of her students to know how rich they have become after today's webinar. Yes, Prabjot.
Thank you, ma'am. So we all do understand the consequences of tobacco use and what it can occur to us, and this habit is spreading in most of the population. Till now, we have heard the views of all the teachers and all the faculty members. Now, I want to know the views of our young learners, which we are also attending the webinar. We are here to talk with our youth of today and share their perspectives with us. Yes, I would like all the young children to share their perspectives regarding this topic, tobacco and industrial manipulation. I would like Abhilasha to start with. Abhilasha, over to you.
Industry manipulates youth by applying hot things on roads, by holding youth affected and they are desired to smoke. By providing attractive advertisement on social media, movies and TV shows, and also by providing different type of tobacco products. For the maximization of their profit, tobacco industries sponsor free samples in national and local events and also marketing tobacco products. Thank you.
Yes, some other child who want to share their suggestion or their perspective regarding this.
I have learned that mostly children and adolescents are attracted by tobacco.
passionate products. And thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity to speak about this topic.
Thank you, Umar. That was quite nice. And Madiha is raising their hand. Madiha, would you like to tell your opinion regarding this topic? Madiha.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm sharing my thoughts on prevention against the use of tobacco. There must be
Yes.
implementations of effective smoke-free laws, policies, mass media campaigns, higher tobacco prices, evidence-based school programs, and many more. We should make people and our friends aware about the effects of tobacco on health. We should boycott social media marketing, sponsored events, and many more social media which are being showed on TVs and at the end of movies. And we should ban the use of flavoring which are most attractive to the youth in nicotine and tobacco products.
Madiha, do you think it would be easy to ban the use of these products and advertisements? Banning the advertisement is easier?
No, ma'am, it would not be easier, but if we are in unity, then we can do this.
Can you suggest any one activity done on the school level which can raise the awareness against tobacco use? Any one activity?
We could do debates and we could do nukkad nataks as well.
Oh, very good. That's a well said idea. Nukkal Natak says so much in so less things, right? Thank you so much, Madiha. And there is another child who like to share their feeling. I think Mehek is there, you know, Mehek Goyal. Yes, Mehek. Can you share your ideas?
Yes, ma'am. There are some physical symptoms you may have after quitting tobacco, like headaches, stomach aches, lack of energy, desire to pig out, dry mouth, etc. But the symptoms will pass. So don't worry. Be patient and don't smoke tobacco because it is very injurious for our health.
Mahesh, have you ever came across any of the person suffering for, or you can say who had the habit of tobacco use or something? Have you ever came across such a person? Any of you? Can any one of you share their story regarding any person in the family or neighborhood or their friends who were in the use of, who were using tobacco and who were in the habit of using it, and after that they have quitted it, and who helped it? Can any one of you? Yes? Yes, Mehak Tanwar. You are raising your hand. Yes, yes. Share your feelings.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you want to
I
say?
would like. Yes, ma'am. I saw many persons who quitted tobacco by many campaigns that government conducted during the last few years. In 2016, around 3,000 people quitted it and starting living a healthy life, which is good also for us.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you to all these students. If and it is really we are so glad to know that youth of today, young people are so aware of this topic, and I hope everyone keeps a good health and stays safe during this COVID time. Over to Hadi ma'am. Thank you to all the students who have participated and given their views and shared their opinions with all of us. Thank you so much. इस वेबिनार में आज हमने बहुत कुछ सीखा। इसके जरिए हम ये संदेश देना चाहेंगे कि हर छात्रा अपने माँ बाप, भाई बहन, रिश्ते नातेदारों सभी को समझाएं कि हमें खुद को, अपने परिवार को, अपने समाज को व अपने देश को इस नशे की आदत से बचाना है। आज हर एक के अथक
webinar would not have been possible without our whole team. With thanks and reverence to the whole team, with Principal Ma'am, Vice Principal Ma'am, speakers, concept developers, technical team. We would like to end today's webinar with this note: नशा नाश की निशानी है, नशा नाश की निशानी है, हमें ये जानकारी चारों ओर फैलानी है. Goodbye, stay safe, stay happy. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
कर दूं close.